All right, so today I'm going to come at you with a squad building video, and this is going to be in a 150K budget. As you can see in the name of my team, it's going to consist of 4 leagues, a couple different nationalities, and yeah, as we go through which players we're going to be using, I'm going to kind of describe to you how I am, like my thought process between who I'm picking. And kind of when I build squads, I kind of pick a player or two that I want to start with and then just kind of roll it from there into something that I like. So some of these players I'm going to use are concept players because I don't own everything. But the first player I'm going to start out with is Marcos Acuna. I've played, as you can see, 73 games with his left back version. I actually, for whatever reason, didn't do his Futmas card just because I utilize his left back card so often. And then another card that I just got recently that I really like is this Bruno Fernandes card. I've only played 4 games, but I've scored 6 goals and 4 assists in those 4 games. And so that gets a hyperlink there, or a strong link there. So when I was building this, I told myself I either need because Bruno Fernandes needs another yellow link to be on full chem. So he either needs a Portuguese or a Liga NOS player at left wing or center mid. So we're going to go up here to left wing. I actually own this card, but we could use Balassi, but I'm not going to use him just because I don't know if you know, the viewer, if you or whoever's watching this episode has done his SBC. So which I actually like his card, but we're gonna go with Guerrero. Guer. We're gonna go with this guy's Scream card here. So he will get our left wing link. Now after that, we're going to go for striker, and I'm just going to keep rounding it out in this direction. We're going to go for Timo Werner. Now, right now, I have him, and he's position changed down to a center mid. So it's going to look like he's off chem, but if you buy a new one off the market, make sure it's at striker and you'll be fine. So if Timo Werner, if we get a green link here, the right winger and Timo Werner will be done needing links. So we're going to go with Serge Gnabry here. Alright. Now, at this point we can do a lot of different things because none of these players we have so far in the team need any links to be at full chem. So I want to keep the price of this squad down. So I'm going to go with a cheaper option here at center back. And he's a pretty popular player, Eder Militao. And then we're also going to get that green link with Areola here. And Areola is pretty solid. I don't have him in my club right now, but he is 6'5", so, and he is relatively cheap. He's like 2K. Alright. Right here at this center back slot, we're going to go with Langlais, however you say his name. Now, at this point, neither of these two guys, both of these two guys need one more link. So we're going to go with Casemiro here at center mid. Okay. So both of our center backs have enough chem, but even though this is a hyperlink here between Casemiro and Eder Militao, Casemiro needs at least a yellow link to maintain full chemistry. So when I got to this point, I was thinking I should just get I could either get any La Liga player and then just get another play here. Like you could get pretty much anybody you wanted, as long as there was a green link somewhere for the center mid, because he's not going to be perfectly lined up with Gnabry. But instead I went with another hybrid route, because that's just kind of the teams I like to make. I kind of like to make teams that you don't really see all the time, so I'm going to go with Fabinho. And then to round it out, we're going to go with Trent Alexander-Arnold. And we're just going with his gold 83 versions to keep our costs under 150k. And I'm using these prices based on Footbin and their app. So you can see in the top left, it only says 91 chem, but you got to remember that I have Timo Werner off chem because I have him position changed down to center mid. And same thing if you fix all of these guys position changes or when you go buy them off the market, if you just look for their center mid card instead of at CDM or cam, that'll help fix the chemistry and get it all the way up to 100. Now, one thing I really like with this team is there are upgrades that you could make. Like you could get Gnabry's inform. Trent Alexander-Arnold has like 6 different versions. Like I have his I have this card in my club, so you could easily swap that if you wanted. Fabinho has informs. You could switch Langley for Rafa Varane if you wanted. He's pretty expensive. But he just got another inform too, so you could even go for a Varane inform if you wanted. But there are a whole lot of options for how you can, take this team, this base like 150k squad and kind of, make it into your own. But yeah, how I like making teams is just picking out a player like I did with Acuna and Bruno Fernandes and kind of just winging it and making, like I said, making teams that you don't usually see, you don't usually play against. I like making hybrid teams. I like getting as many different players in as possible. And this Bruno Fernandes card, he's up a little bit from what I bought him at. Footbin says right now he's about 19k, but this card is sick. I really, really like playing with him. And then Acuna, even if you don't start him, he's great off the bench in a lot of different positions. You can submit at center back, CDM, center mid, outside back, doesn't matter. He's really solid as well. But yeah, you could even pick up Ter Stegen right here if you wanted, because Eder Militao would still have that green link here. So there's a lot of ways for you to increase this team. You could put Lewandowski here instead of Timo Werner. But yeah, if you have 150k, you can pick up this whole team. And if you have even more than that, like you could get Militao's Road to the Final. There's a lot of upgrade possibility with this team. But yeah, that's it for now. If you guys have certain players that you want me to build around, like I said, I built around these two guys and just kind of went from there. If you have, you know, a favorite player that you want to see a squad built around, or, you know, if you want to see a 1 million coin squad or 10 million coin squad, whatever you're interested in, let me know and I'll get the content out to you. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at absports97. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. See ya.